So hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about teaching English in Vietnam. First of all, the one thing you must be prepared to have is a passport that is valid for at least 2 more years, just to be safe. A passport, have a degree in any field, it doesn't matter. If you don't have a degree, have a BTEC qualification. And you can also get a TEFL or TESOL or a CELTA certificate. Now this is a certificate you get for you to be able to teach English as a foreign language. There are many online schools for you to do this, but I did mine with Teach TEFL and I bought it from Daddy's Deal, so it was 450 rand in South African rands. So it was a good deal for me and I actually liked the course and I found it very easy, but there's many others as well. 2, you must have money. If you're going to study, if you're going to want to travel, not study, sorry, if you're going to want to travel and teach English abroad, you must be willing to pay, because 1, you have to pay for your documentation and you also have to pay for your flight. And when you arrive in the country, some schools might not even give you accommodation, but an accommodation allowance. So you must get your own accommodation, or they might just welcome you with a 5-day hotel stay, and then after that you're on your own. So those are the first things you need to consider when considering teaching English abroad, which email is going to be involved. Now, Vietnam, unlike other countries, when you get to Vietnam, you are required to get in a work permit. Okay. Some people have asked me, do I need to get my PCC or police clearance certificate in South Africa? Some companies want you to get it in South Africa, but some companies in Vietnam don't mind. You can get your police clearance in Vietnam. It's actually cheaper to get your police clearance in Vietnam, but I will tell you all about documentation later. But today I just want to give you the basics. Like, this is a very short video. I don't want it to be over 2 minutes, or actually 5 minutes. So once you get to Vietnam, you will do your medicals in Vietnam. You will pay for your medicals yourself. But some schools, they will pay for you. In some other schools, even if you pay for yourself, they will reimburse you once your work permit has been approved. So those are the things you need to look out for. So you need to have money to do your medicals in Vietnam. Medicals are not that expensive in Vietnam. They are less than 2 million rand, and 2 million rand is about, 2 million Vietnamese dong. They're less than 2 million Vietnamese dong, so that's more or less 1.3 or something, which is a full medical in South Africa with the requirements will cost you anything between 4,000 to 7,000 rand. That's the nice thing. And when you get a police clearance, it's like 200,000 Vietnamese dong, which is basically equivalent to 100 and something rand, 150. I'm not sure about the numbers. I'm just taking it at the top of my head. Yes. So, and then you just have to find a landlord, and the landlord has to register you with the local police, and you take that form from the landlord and your passport to go to the Department of Justice, and they don't even take fingerprints. They just take your information, you sign a form, and then your police clearance will take about 3 to 6 weeks, and it will be sent to your school, because they have a postage service. So you can just ask them. Once the criminal check comes back, it will be written in Vietnamese, then it will be sent to your school. See? Yeah. So when I came to Vietnam, my budget was 20,000 rand, and that budget included my flights, my visa, and I also had budgeted for my apartment where I'm going to stay, food and transportation for when I get to Vietnam. However, I ended up with 25k. And when I got here, that 25k was more than enough because of the area I decided to stay in and how I choose to spend my money and where I choose to buy. Okay, the only thing that threw me off budget is that when I was looking for apartments, especially fully furnished apartments, those apartments wanted you to pay 2 months rent plus a deposit, so which means you have to pay 3 months worth of rent. So that threw me off a bit. So that is a Vietnamese practice, so be aware of that, because you might go out of budget if you only budget a deposit and first month rent until your next paycheck. Okay, so some schools offer relocation bonuses, but all schools are not the same. So those are the first basic things you need before you can want to apply. Have money, be willing to do the runaround for the documentations to succeed, and it's always best to use an agent when you are processing documents. Now, agents differ. I have a good agent that I've used in the past that I feel they're very affordable. Also, you can also do it on your own. I will do a video later on that on how to do it on your own without using an agent, or how to do it with using an agent to get all your documentations authenticated or legalized or apostilled so that you can come to Vietnam. So that's just an intro that I wanted to tell you, and I hope that this video is very informative and that you get to learn a thing or two.